Hi and welcome back. We're here with Mike McCool, candidate for mayor, town of Front Royal. We're tackling some hot topics, and as we all know, a really hot topic right now is the old Avtex site. It's the #1 Superfund site right now. So, Mike, I'm sure everyone wants to hear your thoughts, on this project and this huge, massive land that we have.
Well, it's taken, I want to say 20 or 30 years to get where we're at.
Yeah.
With Avtex closing. It has now been cleaned. It's been supposedly all released from the EPA.
Okay.
I think the EDA is working on that. It's got one building sitting on it. We'll call two, but it's got one, the IT federal building, and that should be, their deadline is running out at the end of September.
Yeah.
They have to get an occupancy permit or some rules or some guidelines kick in.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. But that's all that's been done on that property. We've built the infrastructure. We still have some more things to go. It's part of the, what they call the West End Connector Road going through there.
Yeah.
But we're setting on prime business land.
Yep.
We've built our police department on the parking lot side, the supposedly clean land. So we have a police department on that side. We're using the other parking lot right now for Lord Fairfax teaching CDL drivers. And so that's easy to move around. And there's been some interest. People have been talking about, so that I've talked to some local businesses would love to be able to get in there and put up some structures there. The actual fund, they've been talking to people, they're keeping it close to the vest, but they're talking to some large businesses that could come into that site. But that is prime, that's all we have left in the town of Front Royal to really bring in any jobs that we're going to pay anything, something other than a warehouse job. We have great opportunities in Front Royal, Warren County. We're sitting on an inland port. We have a UPS terminal. We have 2 interstates, north, south, east, west. We can go to 80% of the population in literally less than 2 days of travel by truck. And so not many places in the country can say that. And we're primed for growth. We just got to make sure it's the right kind of growth. And the EDA has been working hard on that. They're working for the town. Even if the town is suing them, they're still out there working to bring business into our community. You got to give the EDA credit. They're taking the high road, and I think we need to applaud that. But the EDA is setting on that property out there at the Avtex site, and I think we need to encourage them to get this thing developed, because one day it's going to open up. We're going to say, oh, guess what, so and so company is coming here, and it'll come out of the clear blue with no one knowing anything that's happened. So I do know that they're working on it, but we need to be out there working with the EDA and promoting and saying good things about these projects. And it goes back to the reputation of the town. It goes back to the beautification of the town. When they drive here to see it, what are they going to see? A bunch of junky, dilapidated buildings and run-down cars jacked up in people's yard? That's what they think. And, we're going to take them by our new schools and our flowers hanging on Main Street and the charm of downtown and our well-trimmed grass on our roadways. Little things like that make a huge impact on people visiting our area. It's a very low-cost way to beautify the area, to help control or help to get the growth going, and to entice people to come and they want that small town charm.
Yep, that's it.
Everybody wants it.
Yeah.
And I think we've got it. We need to learn how to sell it. And that's the one thing that, we have to support our EDA, not fight the EDA. We need to be supporting them. What can we do to make it easier, to help you develop and bring in economic development? That's the role we need to be. How can we assist? Not how can we hinder or get out of my way if we don't do it my way. So I think that's the growth. But Avtex, really, we have to look at it as a gym. It's a rough cut gym, and now we're at the stage where it needs to be cut, polished, to really present it something that'll be priceless. That's the future growth in Front Royal and Warren County, is that site right there in town. And so I think it can happen. I think it's still probably a few years away, but it'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I love the positive, attitude of this has potential. Let's work together, make it happen. Cool.
Yes.
Well, thanks for watching. We have more videos coming your way. Mike sharing his thoughts on some hot topics around town. So.